to pick that, I want you to start focusing on the one that is clear. Then you grow into the one that is unclear. Does it make sense?
Yeah.
Good. So if you want to pick this trade, for example, can somebody tell me why he or she would pick this trade? Aside from the MSU.
Because it was on the 5-minute EPA first, then gave you a MSU.
It goes to the 5-minute EPA first. Right? It goes to your 5-minute EPA first, then it gave you MSU. Valid point. But I taught you something extra. That's why I want to hear. Can somebody tell me what it is? Everybody studying transfer of money in your trading environment. Do you understand?
No.
We talked about looking at equilibrium pricing. Remember I said you should watch your trading levels and combine what I taught you guys on equilibrium pricing about transfer of money to be able to pick the trade with confidence. Isn't it?
Yeah.
I did that yesterday with you guys, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Good. And the other guys too, but I didn't mention it this way, so you're hearing it now. So now, right here, we're looking for what? EPA. Okay, right here, we're looking for EPA. So now in looking for EPA, we've got an EPA, right? We're looking for MSU. In looking for the MSU, you go to the 1 minute. Then what happens? You watch price closely. Price gave you efficiency here. Do you see that?
Yeah.
Price gave you MSU here, which means you could buy this. Do you see that? Does everybody see that? Or this guy, I'm coming. Let me make this guy thicker. Or let me make it dotted lines. No, thicker will be better. Is it better now? Everybody, nobody's responding. I don't know why. Are we lost? Are we lost? Can you see efficiency, everybody?
Yes.
Yes.
I see the
Exactly. And then you have MSU, right? So you could buy this, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Good.
Yes.
But if you buy this, can price still come lower to this equilibrium pricing?
Yes.
You see why? If you buy this, your stop loss should be here.
Yes.
Yusuf, real quick, I don't see that MSU unless
You have, let me start from here. You have this low, this high, this low, this high. Am I correct, Antoine?
Yeah.
This low, this high. Am I correct?
Yeah.
This low, this high, this low. You see the MSU?
okay, they're small. Okay, I wasn't
Exactly.
looking at small. I wasn't.
That's why, exactly. That's why I said, focus on the ones that are clear to you first, then you grow from there.
Yeah.
Okay. Focus on the ones that are clear to you, then you grow from there. The reason why I dropped the whole thing back here for you guys to see is because of how money was transferred there. I want you guys to learn that. I haven't taught anybody in the community before. I told you guys that. So I want you to learn that too and add it to your trading. Now, if you look at this here, can price come to this equilibrium pricing or not?
Yeah.
You can see there is still money there, right? That's what it means, although it's efficient. Now, which means you have to be careful with executing this trade, right? Now, it's not even my trading time, so I can't even pick this trade. So that's another thing. I'm very, 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 very strict with my trading time. Now, price does this. I told you guys earlier that two patterns I often look out for before I enter into a trade is what? Rejection and what? Rejection candle and what?
Engulfing.
Engulfing. So now I got engulfing. I'm excited. And I'm like, will it retrace back in my trading time? Boom. Right there it does. And right there, I would pull the trigger. Do you see that?
Mm-hmm.
Can it still come lower? Yes, it can. But I'm willing to risk this because of what? I can see the rejection. Remember I said, if it's a valid level of trade, the first impression price often gives is what? A rejection candle. Most often than not. Everybody remembers that, yeah?
Yeah.
I hope we're learning from this session though. Oh, we're not learning anything because the response is really slow and it's not motivating.
We're learning.
So after the engulfing, you saw seeing that rejection from you.
Yeah, that engulfing indicates a rejection. The engulfing you see there is actually a rejection candle on another time.
Okay.
Now, in all of these pushes, right here, if you look at it, this is the 1 minute time frame, right?
Yeah. Yes.
But in all of these pushes, you can tell that the next major transaction in all of this going up is somewhere around here. Can't you tell?
Yeah.
There's a transaction here, there's a transaction here, there's a transaction here. But the next significantly looking transaction is where? Here. True or true?
Yep.
Yeah.
And if you switch to the 5 minute time frame, you would see that it is there.
Yeah.
Okay. So what does that mean? It means that when price gets here, this level does not fit into any of our 3 types of liquidity. Do you understand? Let's go back to the 5 minute because it's the 5 minute that is most important. It doesn't fit into any of our 3 types of liquidity. And the next efficiency is right here. This is inefficient also, however, it is a supply level, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So when price gets here, you consider it partials. And then
Your mic went out.
you watch to see what price does. However, was still what? The reason why we're not saying, oh, it has to come here right now is because of what? Was any liquidity taken technically for this buy to happen, or it was just efficient pricing, everybody?
Just efficient price.
Pricing.
So with the liquidity that was taken for this buy was 1 minute, which means you're working with more or less an internal liquidity cycle right now. You don't over forecast it.
You said your mic's breaking up.
Does it make sense here?
Can you
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
No, we didn't hear
No,
what you said.
No,
You're
the
free.
mic was breaking up.
Okay, I said, which means that you are working with more or less the internal liquidity here. Remember, liquidity for entry, liquidity for exit, but this is off EPA. Do you understand what I'm saying now?
Yeah. Yes.
So this will more than likely work between the 1 minute to the 5 minute data range. That's why you need to pay attention to anything that looks significant in your way. Like this, anything, pay attention to it. Is it clear?
Yes.
Good. Now,
Are you talking, Yusuf? We can't hear you if you are.
just a sec.
Your mic's going up, Yusuf.
Can you guys hear me now?
Yes.
Good. I had to connect to another network. Let's see how that does. Okay. So pay attention here. Look at this. This is the target is I don't know how to read this guy again. The target is just 6.3 pips. Not good enough. Well, it's something. As price approaches that level, it begins to do something like this. Can you guys see that? Fake POS, perhaps inducement into it. Even with this inducement into it, can I sell?
No.
No.
There's no
Why?
EPA.
Because there's no EPA. Thank you very much. Partials out. You see that? Then I watch closely to see what happens. My London session, there you go. Price goes here, and all I'm hoping for is that price comes into the 50% of the entire level. And if price taps into 50% of the entire level, okay, so that will make me understand that, okay, it's hit equilibrium, isn't it, everybody?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And that will make me understand that if price start delivering away from there, there's a huge, it could actually continue lower, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boom, price hits 50%, doesn't mean I'm going to sell. Price drops, doesn't still mean I'm going to sell. Price goes up, what is this?
MSU.
MSU.
MSU, what is this?
Rejection candle. Rejection candle.
Selling that shit, right? When that rejection happened, I would have put that trigger. I could actually put my stop loss here, or above the rejection in most cases.
I really can't see. Is it a 1.5, 1.8 stop losses there? I can't really see.
1.6.
Okay.
This one was 0.8. Now,
Just one question, one quick question.
I'm with you.
Hear me?
I can hear you.
You wait for the close candle and a retracement, or you just you sell when you close?
I sell when this candle closes. I see the rejection, and I what's the name again? I execute. I told you guys I execute most of my trades here.
Yeah.
Like, for example, this trade, you should ignore it for now. But if you can comprehend it, so be it. Only pick trades that follow the trading plan. This particular trade here is not in the trading plan. This is just me understanding liquidity and transfer of money. The trading plan says M5 MSU and EPA. Do you have M5 MSU here?
No.
No. Do you have M5 EPA here?
No.
No. So if you have to follow the trading plan, you have to wait for this guy to look like this before you can consider that sell. Do you understand?
Yeah.
And in following the trading plan, you would catch your trade for the day and you'll be fine. Does it make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
We still,
sorry,
we still remember that we have liquidity here, right?
Yes.
Good. And here was where the voting initiated. So there's still liquidity here too. Likewise here. Yeah, you see.
So you know the rejection candle. If we was using the rejection candle, would we just be focusing on that 1 minute rejection and not a 5 minute rejection?
Like I said, I usually combine it.
Okay.
I usually combine it. Sometimes when it is rejection candle, if you can see it on the 1 minute, there's no need to go to the 5 minutes. When you see the candles arranged, together nicely, no rejection on the 1 minute, it could be a rejection on the 5 minutes. So you combine it.
Okay. And question: so you entered that trade only because of the confluences of the
only because of transfer of money and liquidity.
Yeah.
Finished. And because I'm in the buy.
Gotcha.
So that's just more of like hedging.
Exactly.
So would you have not considered this a trade because just this one here? Because
Exactly what I wanted to just add.
I would have considered this a trade if it was an M5 situation.
Okay.
Then I go to the M1 to pick the trade because everything is efficient type 2.
Yeah.
Do you understand that? It's not like I didn't say it, but now you understand what I'm talking about when it has to do with M5 and M1.
Yeah.
Okay. If this was just an M1 supply, I would never consider this too. Is it clear?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now, looking at this, I ask myself, since I'm in the sell, where's the next liquidity? I know the next liquidity is going to be based on the M5, right? Which is going to be where? The structural liquidity, isn't it? Yes. Now the M5 structural liquidity, because this is a new push upward. Are we together, everybody?
Yes.
Yeah.
I will target here for partials. While I'm still looking at that's my higher time frame for any possibility. Whoever is waiting can still wait patiently. Okay, nice. Nice. Boom, partial taking. Do you buy that directly, everybody?
No.
No, you don't buy just on structural.
Thank you. So now I'm looking for a buy opportunity, right? Boom, liquidity smashed. At this point, I have no business with M1 anymore. I switch to my M5 time frame just to see what's really going on there, right? And why this is the level. Can you see the level we marked for liquidity earlier?
That was the inducement liquidity, right?
Yeah, exactly. So now it just got taken. When I switch my M5, it got taken. So what am I doing now? I'm looking for buy opportunities here, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Good. So that's from my 15-minute time frame. I can look for the buy opportunity on my 5 minutes. I can look for it on the 1 minute. So the zone is so big, I preferably to look for it on where? The 5 minutes. So let's see if we'll get 5 minutes MSU here. Is it making sense here?
Yes.
Price engulfed that guy. So that's an indication that it might want to go higher. Can you see that?
Yeah. Would you have just that trade because it wasn't took over it off the engulfing candle?
No, I'm coming, please.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, that's one thing with the market. So price came here, grabs that liquidity, right? Engulfed it, which is nice. Now, looking at all of this, I would have missed this trade. That buy, I miss it. I'll miss it definitely. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Then, if I miss it, so be it. What I'm just waiting for is an MSU for a buy. Okay. Perhaps price comes to any of this level, and then I sell. I know where I want to sell from, and I know where I want to buy from. Does it make sense, everybody?
Yeah.
What price? So price pulls back up. Remember, when price came down, came up here, perhaps it's establishing an efficiency to go bearish too. We don't know. We just watch. Boom. It went lower. You see that?
Mm-hmm.
You can see if you had FOMO, what do you end up with?
A loss.
The loss.
Exactly. So that's why you have to be careful. Could we have considered a sell here? Yes, we could have if it was efficient, but it was not. That's why we're not considering a sell. And when you see that, if you feel like, oh, man, I can't get a hold of what is really happening here, what do? Everybody?
Go higher.
Go higher.
Go higher. And you get a hold of it. So which means we're still in this inducement level, right? But the liquidity got taken, correction happened, price hasn't gotten higher, Does that mean that price is just coming to respect here and then move? Well, honestly speaking, I don't know. I just have to wait to see, because one thing I know for sure is that 50% of this range hasn't been tapped. It just got tapped now. So perhaps price just wants to pick that money to run, right? So what do? We still wait, isn't it, everybody?
Yep.
Good. So while we're waiting, right now, we can actually move, because this is efficient, obviously. So we can actually move to the 1 minute time frame to see how price delivers, right?
Yes.
And because the range isn't that big anymore, price has actually covered a lot of level. So let's see what price did.
But Yusuf, why isn't it efficient on the way down? Isn't it efficient?
Let me ask you this. Is this efficient?
No.
So
No.
if price comes here, will you sell?
No, if it's not efficient, no.
Exactly. That's exactly what you had there. 2 month noise, go higher. Look at it. Is this efficient?
Okay. No, I see it. Yeah, no, it isn't.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sometimes you have to start drawing it out. So that's where you understand gradually. Don't worry. It takes a while, but you get it, okay?
Thank you.
And you're welcome. I watched this guy closely. Price was out, then I thought I was going to get fucked over, but then it was nice. Now, we're watching.
Now it becomes efficient.
What is that?
It now became efficient, correct?
It's efficient for the buy, not the sell.
Right.
Okay, you're talking of now it becomes efficient for the sell, right?
Yeah.
Good. Now, that's efficiency you're looking at for the sell. You have to be careful about selling here, because you're already sitting on the higher time frame demand. You're sitting on the 50-minute demand, and you have a 5-minute demand right here. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So you have to be careful with this. Does it make sense?
Yeah.
So you see, this candle was a rejection candle, but I'm not buying this candle because price, you see, if I want to buy a rejection candle and I have MSU like this, and price rejects from here, I'll buy this guy as rejection candle. But you see, in this case, it is different. Price took the liquidity, went up, and then came down and then rejected. I won't buy this. Do you understand? Is it an MSU? Yes, it is an MSU, but the initial peak of that liquidity didn't push price higher. If the rejection happened here, I could consider this buy here. You see, this rejection here was not clear. That's why I didn't consider buying that. I don't know if you guys get the point now.
Yep.
Yes.
So why need here still is price delivery, right? Away from demand. So I am waiting. Oh shit, price took at that level. Everybody see that?
Yes.
Mhm.
Now, immediately price took at that level. You want to be certain what it is. Are we still within the range? Yes, we are. You shoot to, you come to this time frame. Let me delete this guy for now, so it doesn't disturb us. We come here like, okay, what really happened though? They're like, that's what I do. What really happened right there? Then I come here like, okay, so we had this guy initially, then we have higher high, higher low, higher high. It breaks low, lower, low, lower, high, lower, low, lower, high, lower, low. It breaks high, higher high, higher low, higher high. Then it breaks low, lower, low, lower, high, lower, low, lower, high, lower, low. So could it be that that was fake BOS and this is inducement still back into this level to push higher? Do you see that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So just within your trading, remember what I said about you discussing constantly with it. Like, okay, so that means there's still potential to push higher. But however, there's still a potential to push lower too. Remember, initially we said we were trapped in efficiency, which means I'm still going to hold some of this volume downwards, right?
Mhm.
Yes.
So I'm looking for a buy, but with what I've seen here, when price comes here, I have to be careful as I could catch a sell opportunity too. Can you say I didn't go to the 5 minutes to check that? I went to the 15 minutes straight because the 5 minutes is what? Noisy. So right now, understand what's happening. I go back to this level. And then I still watch what's happening there. Can you see that? Price leaves. Mind you, if you look closely, do not forget, I'll just be using lines to draw. Equilibrium pricing has been smashed. That's a higher time frame. Equilibrium pricing hasn't been smashed. So we know what is happening there. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Equilibrium pricing hasn't been, okay, sorry. I wanted to draw here and here. Equilibrium pricing hasn't been reached yet. So watch closely. Price just went higher. Oh shit, that becomes annoying. So price came here, taps equilibrium pricing. And remember what I said about we begin to look for a sell here to see what happens, because that would continue as you're trapped in efficiency, right?
Yes.
So we're looking for sales. If it gives us sell, it didn't. Boom. Is that not equilibrium pricing?
Yes.
Can I buy that?
Yes. I bought it this morning there.
Yeah, I can buy this, but I will never buy this because it is 3.4 pips surplus.
Yeah.
So you buy that, equilibrium pricing smashed, we'll understand how transfer of money is. So which means if this guy goes higher, it's more than likely clear this high because there's likely no more money here as we're still delivering bullish, and we still had more of a bullish bias from the what's in the higher time frame, right?
Yes.
Remember the top-down analysis, everybody. Good. So I watch this guy closely. Yeah, I more than likely will have bought here after this pullback of this candle, and I see these two candles engulf this. I'll buy here, buy stop loss here. But I don't want to stress you guys, so that's why I'm not talking about all of those. This for me is too tight. I would go for this guy. Now price goes up. Okay. Is that not a direct pullback?
Yes, it is.
It is, right?
Yep.
Is it? Are you sure it is?
Yep.
Yeah, it's a direct pullback. So, and it's already back to equilibrium pricing, right? So I could actually consider a trade here if the stop loss is good. But I don't think that stop loss is good. You all see that?
Yeah.
So, right here.
EPA.
That stop loss was 2.4 pip. Then that means EU must be expanding really, really well, right? This particular trade, I would have bought here, not here. But just for the purpose of explanation, I don't want you guys to get lost in anything, okay? Now, we got EPA, that level is expected to be smashed. Likewise, this. Well, then what do we need to do? Can you guys hear me? Nicholas says you can't hear me.
Yeah, I can.
Yeah, I can. I'm just thinking.
Okay, so I would go back to my liquidity cycle to see what's happening there. And I come here, I'm like, okay. This makes sense. So if you're going to deliver bullish, we can more than likely get this level fucked over, yeah?
Yeah.
That structural liquidity is sitting there. Well, we need to see what it looks like on the 5 minutes quickly. So upon getting to the 5 minutes, I have this guy. Sorry, let me move this guy. It's almost like I don't know how to cut that, but I do. Now, I have this guy right here. See that? Then what do I do? Okay, sorry, we go to the 5 minutes. We understand where we are on the liquidity cycle right now. It's about the 15-minute cycle. So we know we are pretty much trapped in efficiency. We know that we're now at this level where it was efficient. If you go to the 15-minute time frame, you see we have this low, this high, this low. Then here, price goes down, we could sell, and it comes back, we can sell here. But right now, we can't sell based on our liquidity cycle. Do we understand? Because EPA doesn't favor the sell. This is the time frame we're using for liquidity cycle today. Isn't it, everybody?
Yes.
Yeah.
So you understand what I'm saying? Because 1 hour is just there. So this is the time frame we're using for liquidity cycle today. Now here, there is no EPA to validate the sell. So I'm not selling, I'm just going to watch. Even all of this is not enough for me to say, oh, I'm going to sell. But I'm going to keep looking for buys, okay? Because this liquidity here got taken. And that's a higher time frame liquidity, 15 minutes. Explains why any of this level isn't really holding. Now, let's see what price does. We don't need to go to the 1 minute because we are not looking for a trade. We just stay here and see. Price goes up, boom, price takes that higher. That high, right?
Yeah.
So that's technically is more like you can call that transactional liquidity. Okay, that's possible. And even if you look at this level, this was the low in terms of transfer of money. It's another way of transfer of money, but I don't want to talk about it. But since I have to, I don't know why. So now this was the low that was supposed to lead price higher, but price reversed and took it out. So now the liquidity sitting above it has been grabbed. So that liquidity could actually potentially lead to a reversal too. But we understand our higher time frame bias is still bullish. Do you understand now, everybody?
Yes.
Yeah.
Good. So now, given that instance, we can watch closely here because this is only apparent on the 5 minutes. So we can watch closely on what time frame, guys? The 1 minute.
1 minute.
Can you see there was even a rejection candle, but that's not enough for us to say, oh, we want to sell. If price pulls back there and give me a reason to sell, I will sell. Unfortunately, price didn't. But do you understand why that sell happened now?
Yes, transfer of money.
Exactly. So you see, that's why I always say, we are not teaching you to pick every trade, but we are teaching you to what? Understand every trade.
Is that rejection count because it took a liquidity over here?
Now, if you pay attention closely right here, you're going to see that as price pulls back here, this, let me take you guys to 5 minutes. I want to be showing you on the time frame it is. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
I see this is a 5 minute efficiency. Isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Which means we can look for buy opportunities here. Why are we looking for buy opportunities here? We're not looking at here getting induced because we know price might not go lower as equilibrium pricing was constantly marked out. Do you understand?
Yes.
Yeah.
You can see what I'm talking about in terms of transfer of money before you pick your trade.
Yeah.
Then right here, price fell there, which is the 1 minute. Okay, when you look at the 1 minute, price even gave you inducement here into it, which I don't count. Why I don't count it is because the plan did not say trade based off 1 minute MSU first. It says trade based off 5 minutes EPA or MSU. Are we together, everybody?
Yeah, we are.
So when price came here, what am I looking for? I'm looking for price delivery bullish. Price goes up. You see? Now, price goes up, goes higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. Somebody will say, this is inducement, buy here, but is here efficient, bearish? No. So you got to wait, right, for price to regain efficiency. Am I correct, everybody?
Yeah.
So we watch price again. Okay, now price comes here. I can buy this. Do you understand? I can buy this. Is it clear, everybody? But this is a huge stop loss for me. I would sometimes what I do is I just reduce my stop loss randomly to 2 pips if it is too high. And I'm like, if price gets there, it tags me. If it doesn't, then I miss out on the trade. Now, do you guys see that fake POS and that inducement now that led to this level here?
Yes.
Are we together, everybody? That is price delivery on what? Efficient pricing. After we knew where this is the where, 15 minutes liquidity grab, the what? M5 efficiency, the how? M1 price delivery. And somebody will say, oh, yeah, exactly. Thank you. Say BOS, rubbish. The reason why this trade played out was not because of BOS. You guys can see the example I gave you guys during the bootcamp, the leaders of the bootcamp. Is it making sense?
Yep.
Price goes there. You switch again. You don't have any reason to be on the M1 right now, except you want to pick another entry. So price continues higher. What do? Go to your 5-minute time frame. Can you count how many times I've gone to the 5-minute time frame today? So now the next major demand is here. Supply rather is here. You have to be careful around there. Because of why? Price is trapped in efficiency. It is always better when price is inefficient entirely, so you can easily tell the direction. Today is pretty complex, but can you see how we've got 5 trades so far?
Yeah.
Now, I watch. Boom. Price taps right there, partials out. How many pips is this?
Can't see.
15 pips. Can you see it now?
Yeah.
15 pips. 15 pips is 15% for me. That's how I trade. So if I take my partials out, I would have secured 8, 9, 10% from this. Is it clear?
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, I know this is where my higher time frame liquidity is based on the liquidity cycle, but that won't stop me from paying attention to here and here. Here, I would have paid attention to here, okay, this level. But what I noticed was that if you remember when we measured it, it didn't tap into equilibrium pricing, which means this level will more than likely get violated.
Yes.
Okay, so, but nonetheless, it is efficient. So, which means I can still watch what happens here on my 1 minute. Perhaps it wants to deliver bearish. I could catch the correction. And more importantly, don't forget, we had transactional liquidity grab here that gave this correction and that transactional liquidity grab here to UNOS. So, what do? At this point, I switch to what? The 1 minute. Can you see that anytime I switch to 1 minute, I'm going for the purpose of what? Examining if I'm going to catch a trade or not.
Yeah.
Can you guys see what's happening there? Can you see MSU?
Yeah.
Did I pick it?
No.
Why? Because that was not the purpose of coming. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Give me a sec, please. Just give me a sec.
Trading in progress.
Alpha.
All right, guys, can you hear me?
Yep.
Awesome.
There's an echo.
If it's echoing, hold on. All right, I think it should be better now.
Yep.
Awesome. Uh-oh, what really happened just now? Did I switch? Oh, shit. So we're here. Okay, we're here. So you see, here, as price delivers bullish, is this efficient?
Yeah.
Is this the next EPA?
Yes.
So if price comes here, you can look for buys, right? As much as you're looking for sales here, right?
Yes.
The buys or the sales, which do you favor the most based on the higher time frame buyers?
Size.
The buys.
Buys. As simple as that. Now, you don't need to catch all of this trade. I'm just showing you the potentials, okay? You can just stick calm and then catch your own trade. You can decide that, no, I'm not going to catch a trade until a higher time frame liquidity graph is taken. Like, for example, here, before you start looking for a trade, you can decide to do anything. But I'm just walking you through the daily potentials, okay?
Yes.
Now, here, we had this guy come lower to that level that we're looking for buys, and it induces here. Looking at the 5-minute time frame, it induces this low. Everything here is pretty much efficient. Below this is efficient, which means you could actually catch a buy opportunity here. Right? There was a rejection candle. Even when price pulled back here, I can pull the trigger here for a buy. But get smashed, I get smashed. See that? Then price goes higher again. This trade, where are you? Where are we in the market? We are on these supply levels, right? So we want to be careful with that trade, because every trade you pick is trade by trade based. You want to be careful with that trade. Why? Price could potentially turn. Can you see what happened here? Remember we said there was still money sitting here. Price could come for that money. What? Can you see what it did?
Yes.
So you take partials here, but you can keep holding this one because we're still bullish, but this is still midway. And this transaction here is more than this. This can still get induced to who knows, to go higher, who knows. But one thing I want you guys to figure out right now is, can you see how price is pretty much turning from all of those liquidity levels we've talked about so far? Will I look for a sell here? No, I won't, based on the trading plan that I gave to you. But personally, I can't say what I will do when I'm on my live chat. Okay, but based on the trading plan, all you have to do is follow this and see this as a direct pullback to the last buy money. Because we are currently delivering bullish. And if we are delivering bullish, right, we know our higher time frame bias is bullish, we can pick that direct pullback. Does it make sense, everybody?
Yes.
So, with that in mind, I'll go to the lower time frame. Okay, then I wait for a direct pullback. Okay, and while I'm busy waiting for that direct pullback, quickly, I would ensure I check here, well, to see if there is money below any of those levels. And right here, you see, 50% was intact, right?
Yeah. You're muffled. What did you say? Sorry.
I said, before I pick this direct pullback, I want to ensure that immediately below it, there was proper transfer of money. So now looking at this, 50% of here wasn't intact, but every other thing here was all good and fine. Okay, so since price was able to get this money transferred, then here again to this level, grab this liquidity, I'll try buying here as a direct pullback. Now, let's see what happens. Price comes here, I pull the trigger, put my stop loss here. Boom, price smashed me. You see that? I take the loss with my full chest. Did I follow my trading plan? Oh shit, again, it happens. Sorry guys, that was my mouse. Did I follow my trading plan? Yes or no?
Yep. Yes.
I did. Okay, and I took the loss. That's a good loss. That's what it means by good loss. Now, the loss happened. Then, engulfing, immediately the loss happened, I was already aware of what my 5 minutes looked like, which was this high, this low, and this would get induced potentially. So, and I know that everything below it is what? Efficient, right? Then I had engulfing on the 1 minute. After that engulfing, okay, I would pull the trigger again. If the stop loss is good, 2 pips is fine. But if the stop loss is not good, I'm not pulling it. Then price does this. As it moves, I go to where? My higher time frame again. So right now, price is sitting on where, everybody?
Structural liquidity.
Exactly. Price is now on structural liquidity. So I'm looking for sell opportunities. I know my next liquidity level is above here, so I'll have to follow the story of my next liquidity level, just like I follow the story here in terms of money transfer. And here, it says that that's the last high before the main high, but has equilibrium pricing been met?
Yes.
Which means there's possibility that money isn't here, price will react here, because there's been transfer of money. It doesn't still change the fact that this is the last high before the main high. Do you understand? Yes. So if you look at this other one here, as equilibrium pricing been met? No. So I have to pay close attention to this level as much as I pay close attention to the level above it too. Is it making sense, everybody?
Yeah.
Kevin, I hope you understand. Let me know in the chat section. I know you're just listening now. Awesome.
Yes, I've got a question. You know that second last buy, so the last one, it hasn't reached equilibrium pricing, but so like
it's grab liquidity.
Oh, so
remember what I said? It's like grab liquidity and it's efficient.
Okay, yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome. Risky, but you can buy it and you can decide not to buy it. I shouldn't limit you guys completely. So here we take partials and then we watch for a possible reversals. Here also we do the same. Let's see. So now on that level, what do? I'm looking for a sell opportunity. So I switch to where? 1 minute. So well, let's see what price does. That will determine if we sell or not. Price still within that range. Now, oh shit. Yeah, let me show you guys something here. I would have taken a loss here.
Because of the MSU?
Yes, part of my trading plan started. I've taken a loss there because when I watch closely, I will see, I'm paying the price for, that's why it's fast. So I would have watched closely and I would have seen this guy does this guy does this, and then this. So I would have sold here and take that loss happily. Do we understand?
Yusuf, what about this little buy here? What of that buy before the MSU say you could have taken a loss?
Which buy? Show me the buy.
Okay. This place like this.
That is 1 minute MSU. Okay. Your trade is the 5 minutes first, then the 1 minute entry.
Yes.
Okay. You also have the trading plan work here?
Yes.
Excuse me. So price proceeded to that level. I really tried for you guys. Usually I stop my forward testing at 12 p.m. 12 p.m. But that's all my trading hours. This is my trading hours here. So this is usually when I pick, for example, now this would be like the last trade for me for the day. That's all. Okay, so let's see here. Do you understand?
Yes.
Price matched equilibrium. right there, and the journey for a sell begins again. Where do we find it? We find it on the 1 minute. Why? Because the level marked is from the 5 minutes. Do you understand, everybody?
Yes.
Mhm.
Now, if you look at this, an MSU here would have been nice, but do we have anything? What we have here is a complex structure. So in this case, I will just switch back to my 5 minutes to see what I have here. And 5 minutes also indicates what? Complex structure. So what? I don't say that at all. Oh, is it clear?
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, on my 5 minutes in this level, I still see fake BOS
Yes.
inducement. So I'm still looking for a sell opportunity. The price pushed higher, that's rejection. Oh, that's nice. So here it's engulfing. The price goes back, I would sell from there. It kicks me out a bit. So that's
Yes.
exactly, because I would definitely sell that if I were the one. Let me use a direct angle to indicate. Now, I would wait for price delivery before I sell any shit. Now, this is tricky. Yeah. I'll sell this too. That's better. Is it clear, everybody?
Yes.
Now, I'm waiting for an MSU before I sold. I got it. But I sold here, and I didn't put my stop loss here, but here. Do you know why? Because I had 5 minute liquidity graph. All I needed was efficient pricing before for me to sell. Remember, I got you guys those, and I said, you don't know if the high will be induced, so you have to put your stop loss above or below. Can you guys remember that part of the education?
Yes.
So that was exactly what happened here. So we had lower low, lower high, lower low. So we had EPA, but I don't know if this high will be induced or not. So if I'm going to sell here, I have to put my stop loss here. Unfortunately, it got induced, and another entry goes there, and then we'll cut that trade nicely. Can you see how price behaves? Is everything we talked about so far?
Yeah.
Let me delete this guy. So now price obviously is respecting there. So since it is respecting it, let's switch to 5 minutes again. Now, guys, where is the next target? We look at this closely. We target the next inducement, right? Everything. Where's the next EPA? You can see everything is efficient. Where's the next inducement liquidity? It is here. Next transactional liquidity, it is here. Next structural liquidity, it is here. Based on the 5 minutes. So watch. Boom. Liquidity smashed. We begin to look for buy opportunities again. That's all I can do on forward testing. So there you go, buy opportunities. Then, since we're coming from here, you see this whole supply is the 15-minute supply, isn't it, everybody?
Yes.
Yeah.
So this 15-minute supply, but broke it down to the 5 minutes so we can understand how the money is there. This 15-minute supply is stronger than this demand here. This is just a 5-minute demand. So if this 15-minute supply is grabbing liquidity, taking liquidity into supply, and then it's delivering, it means if we have a buy here, we should be careful with holding that buy for long, as this is also still efficient bearish. Do we understand?
Yes.
And we should also know that the equilibrium price in there hasn't been matched, so which means there's a potential for this one also to be induced. So let's play price forward. Boom, got induced, we look for sell. And the sell happened. Oh my goodness, I'm a genius.
Hey, Yusuf, one question.
That's the current market price. I hope you guys are not expecting me to still play anything forward again.
Hey, Yusuf, I have one question.
Ask, please.
I see that the last drop is because, if you see closely, it's like a true BOS, and the last sell money is IC.
Do you guys notice that majority of the time throughout this call, I barely mentioned true BOS?
Yeah.
right? And that enabled you to avoid things like direct pullback. Did you notice that?
Yeah.
Now, the reason for those is that, like I said, direct pullback is highly dependent on what? The direction of the trend. But you see, it is almost always impossible to tell the direction of the trend, as 80 to 90% of the time, the market is actually ranging. So the purpose of True BOS is to use direct pullback. And without mentioning those, or mentioning it a few times, did it stop us from picking trades or not? Did it? It didn't.
It didn't.
It didn't. Now, if you look at this market, I explained it, but I didn't bother going to the 1 minute because the 1 minute is where we pick the trade from. But from this 5 minutes, if we click this trade here, based on the explanation, because that's the next mitigation, right there, and then you target that inducement. Then, who is behind there? Please mute yourself. Then you come for the sell again. Please tell me, which move in the market have we not caught so far?
What was your question? Sorry. Which
Can you show me the move in the market we haven't caught so far as we tested?
We try to cut everything.
Okay, so now let me even go to the 1 minute and see how we have gotten into this trade. Boom, there you go. That's your trade, inducement. Repetitive. Boom, that's your trade. Where you go? Fake BOS. Okay, this guy didn't go lower, but I believe on my broker it will have gone lower. But anyways, that's the extreme. That's the last money. Boom, sell. Rejection candlestick. So tell me, what education do you need to give you this again? Now, also, I don't know if you guys got did you get the entire message, everybody? Or you're just blown away, you don't know what to say?
I know, but I get so many things now because sometimes I was going through your analysis and trade, and I was like asking myself, where did you get this entry? How did you put the stop loss? But now I'm saying the reasons why you do some things because of the rejection stuff, and I was saying so now it's a bit clearer now. Because some of your
are blown away, right?
Yeah, some of your trades.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Some of the trades are yeah, you do this, but now it's on the rejection. So
We're gonna take a lot of studying.
2 hours of study.
So I got a question.
Don't be in a haste to get to this level of ping pong. No, try to focus, okay, on your setup. And the setup is based on the trading plan. Most of these trades are based on the trading plan, but I have a lot of experience, so it's easy for me. So you take it one trade after the other, and gradually you grow into being this. I had a student reach out to me one time after the bootcamp. Was like, Yusuf, I don't understand anything. He said, Yusuf, I don't understand anything. He wrote a lot of articles. It was so long. I told him, don't worry. I'll jump in a one-to-one session with you, and then you ask all the questions you want to ask. Okay, because that's why the community is skilled, so I can always assist at any time. But you see, in about a week later, he didn't need me anymore, and I didn't have that call with him. Do you know how he managed to get the wolf in? He just joined the community calls, the calls that they have within their team, within their group. So he joined, then asked questions. Then, so this was what you should be saying. Sometimes when the teacher is teaching, some people tend to relate better with their classmates, with their colleagues. Right? So sometimes it happens like that. Sometimes it is the information which you've gotten is so overwhelming that you can't even tell where to place this, because you have been pre-informed of certain information before, and those details which you have before, you're still fighting with it to let go of it. So it is conflicting one another. So you have to take it slow, and then you will get there. Does it make sense, everybody?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is just the first 4 testing session we're having. We're going to have as many more as possible. So what I need you guys to do is to start helping each other become better. And when you need me, just call on me. I will jump on. I can actually join your Zoom meetings and then just stay on the sideline, what you guys do your day, correct it or two, and then to get better from there. Remember, the major distraction you would have in the community is the next person's chat. Focus on your own growth. Everybody's pace is going to be different. Focus on your own growth. You don't have to catch the trades that the next person is catching. You can catch some of it. Look, somebody can catch all of these trades and end the day with 15%. You can catch 2 of these trades and end the day with 30%. It boils down to trade management. I don't catch all of these trades. but I can catch it. You see my Instagram post that is on the Instagram post on the algo up. Those trades, the reason why I have those many trades cut and screenshot, and I did screenshot it, was because I trade them live on Instagram. I shared a Zoom link live on Instagram. Then I invited people to come see me picking the trade. So while I was picking it, as a proof that I'm actually picking it, because I was marking it like I'm for testing right now, as a proof that I'm actually picking it, I was taking the screenshot. That's why I have that much trades. I don't pick that much trades these days. I just focus on my trading hours, pick the trades I can pick, and then get out of the market. That's why I keep saying this. I am not teaching you to catch every move in the market. Of course you can, but I'm teaching you to understand every move in the market so that you can catch yours. Okay? I barely trade New York session, but here we are smashing it because the algo is the same. It's all about liquidity. If you look at this closely, okay, all of this push here, at the end of the day, when the price came to the structural liquidity level to drop, the market is a bitch. So you just need to find a way to get yours out of it. Is it making sense?
Yeah.
Now, that's that about that. What challenge do you have?
Yusuf, can I ask the question?
Yeah, you can ask the question, but hold on. After this call, I want you to reach out to me with the challenge that you have. Your challenge which you have is either going to be on 3 things. Number 1, structure. Number 2, liquidity. Number 3, efficient pricing. So let me know what challenge you have, okay? But try and put it into practice first. Let me know what challenge you have, and then we can actually see what we'll do about that, okay?
Sure.
Don't be in a haste. Take it slow. Take it slow. Okay, it is not like you in an institution right now. You can't rush it. You can't rush it. This is the bootcamp stage. Okay, you have all the information. You need to implement it at your own pace. There is no graduation, so at your own pace, you will do fine. Okay, all right. You got a question, please ask.
I would like there was some kind of little details. There's in the daily time frame. There was time you're just drawing out something like this. There's time you're drawing that just with watching the candles, you're drawing it like this and like this. So I wanted to ask if we could use line charts to identify those things. If we can't really accurately identify them. Like that. Okay.
No.
Okay.
No. Line charts does not show you the details of the candles.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. All right, guys. That will be all for now. I'll just take a snapshot of this and I'll share it with you guys in the group. Okay.
Yeah. Hey, bro.
Yeah.
Thanks, Yusuf.
Yeah. I hope you guys gained a lot of value, though.
Yeah, Yusuf, I have one question.
Please ask. Please ask.
Can you tell a little bit about the next knowledge about the transfer of money and introduction?
I did that already. That was efficient. That was equilibrium pricing.
Okay.
Yeah, that was equilibrium pricing.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, chances are if equilibrium pricing isn't hit yet, look at prices are if equilibrium pricing hasn't been hit yet, price will still come back to take money there.
Bro, Yusuf, entry is only on weak rejection entry and engulf candle, right?
Well, and mitigation too. Mitigation, engulfing, rejection.
Okay.
I'm really flexible with my entries. It comes with practice over time, actually. And liquidity, you can see now, I can tell, I don't need to wait for rejection candle. I know this is the mitigation will be below this liquidity graph. It has nothing to do with IFC, it has nothing to do with whatever, that's just it.
Oh, yeah, Yusuf, I've got one question. In terms of rejection candles, like what defines it?
Hold on, please, before you ask that question. This is what I was talking about. I told you that there's a huge possibility that this will be fake BOS inducement on my broker feeds. And you see that another broker feed showed fake BOS and inducement here for this.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, one that says, oh, we have equal here. Equal you there. All right, shoot. I'm hearing you, man. I'm hearing you, man. Shoot. I'm it.
Yeah, I was going to ask, like, what defines like a rejection candle? Because, like, just to clarify it.
You see, the thing is, let me show you something here. Okay. If you have, for example, look at this one here. From what we said earlier, there was a 5 minutes inducement here that we're looking for mitigation, right?
Yeah.
Now, if you switch to the 1 minute, for example, you can tell that there's still money in this equilibrium pricing, right?
Yeah.
But your mitigation based off the 5 minutes starts from here. So will you sell the trade here and put your stop loss here? Will you do that?
No, definitely.
Now, but you can, for you to pick the trade here, you don't even know where to set the limit order, true or true?
Yeah.
Now, but you could start waiting and say, okay, if I have MSU into this supply and it reaches the edges, I would like to put my limit order at that last high before the main high, right?
Yeah.
But only when you see the MSU. Fortunately, there was an MSU here, fake BOS inducement into this level here. And you're like, I don't want to limit this directly. I just want to see some form of reaction. And what do you see here? Do you see that candle rejecting all of a sudden there?
Yeah, so it's like a wick, yeah.
Exactly. So in most valid demand and supply level, if price hits it, price tends to reject.
Okay. Yeah,
but for us to be able to pick that rejection, we must first ensure that there is a liquidity graph.
Okay, yeah.
If not, we won't pick it. Does it make sense now?
Yeah. So it's like a combination of like the MSU.
Exactly. And the rejection candle is not picked based on just the 1 minute liquidity. It has to be a predetermined level from the higher time frame first.
Okay, yeah. So
do you understand what I'm saying? If I have something like this, and this is my 5 minutes, and price comes here, gives me rejection candle, I will sell this trade. If I have something like this is my 5 minutes, and price comes here, gave me rejection candle, I won't sell this trade because the rejection candle is based off the 1 minute liquidity graph, not the higher time frame liquidity graph.
Yeah. You understand that?
I know it's a lot of information to take in, guys, but don't worry, we'll take it one step after the other, okay?
Yeah, thank you for that.
You're welcome, man.
Can I ask you a question about one trade you took?
You want to ask a question about the trade I took? What did you say? What did you say, please? I didn't hear you.
If I can ask you one question about one trade that you took, one buy from the
in the okay, today? Okay, show me.
Yeah, here. Like here, and you said that you don't take the buy there, and
because it's not efficient. Okay. Because it is not efficient. You see, here, this is the 5 minute structure here. Higher high, higher low. Higher high, higher low. Higher high. You see that?
Yeah.
Higher. Is the 5 minute efficient?
Very.
What do you say? Is the 5 minute efficient?
Yes, I think.
Yes, it is. So for me to be able to buy that efficiency, I need 1 minute MSU to buy.
Yeah.
So that was exactly what happened here. I had, so that's exactly what happened here. I had 1 minute MSU as fake BOS.
You said happy first.
I had 1 issue here as what? As price came into the anymore.
Recording stopped. Recording in progress.
Hello?
Yep.
Yeah.
Hold on. Yeah, Nick?
Yeah, I heard.
So you see, when 1 minute came here, okay, it went up, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. You see that?
Yeah.
Now, the US inducement, okay. Now, I said I wouldn't consider this buy because it wasn't efficient, but looking at it now, this is actually efficient because you have this, and then you have EPA. Does it make sense now?
Yes.
So I would have bought here, and this guy would take me out instantly. Then I'll consider the buy here again because of this imbalance I was still there. Do you understand now?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I get it.
Awesome. Any other question, guys? You're welcome, man.
Well, I saw how you drew it, and it kind of answered my question. I think some people had questions about that, but EPA is not it just touching the top of the high. It's coming all the way back down into the range.
And then going back all the way up.
Okay.